Skarloey remembers. The fat controller had sent Edward to the works to be mended. Near the work station, Edward noticed a narrow-gauge engine standing in an open-sided shed. Edward thought, that's Skarloey. What's he doing there? He remembered Skarloey and his brother Renias, because in the old days he had often brought passengers who wanted to travel up to the lake in their little train. The men at the works could not mend Edward at once, so he asked them to put him on a siding close to Skarloey. Skarloey was very pleased to see Edward, and he said, "The owner has just bought 2 more engines. He told me I was a very old engine and deserved a good rest. He gave me this shed so that I could see everything and not be lonely. But I am lonely all the same. I miss Renias very much. Yesterday, one of the new engines pushed him on a truck, and now he's gone to be mended. Oh, I wish I could be mended too, and pull some coaches again." Edward said, "Have your coaches got names?" "Oh, yes. There's Agnes, Ruth, Jemima, Lucy, and Beatrice. Agnes is proud. She has cushions for first-class passengers. She pities Ruth, Jemima, and Lucy, who are third class with just bare boards. But all 4 of them sniff at Beatrice. Oh, yes, because Beatrice often smells of fish and cheese. But she is the most important. She has a little window through which the guard sells tickets. I sometimes leave the others behind, but I always take Beatrice. You must have tickets and a guard, you know." "Oh, of course." "Renias and I used to take turns at pulling the trains. We know everybody, and everybody knows us. We whistle to the people in the fields at level crossings, and in lonely cottages and farms, and the people always wave to us. We love passing the school playgrounds at break time, for then the children would always run over to the fence to watch us go by. The passengers always wave because they think the children are waving to them. But we engines know better, of course, don't we, eh?" "Oh, yes, we do indeed." "We take your tourists to the lake and then get ready to pull the train back. We enjoy the morning journey home because then our friends from the villages come down to do their shopping. We whistle before every station. Look out, look out, look out. And the people are ready. The guard shouts out, 'Where's Mrs. Last? Where's Mrs. Last? She's coming, she's coming.' And Mrs. Last comes running onto the platform. Our driver always laughs. 'Hey, we'll leave you behind one of these days, Mrs.' But we know he never will. We stop elsewhere, too, at farm crossings and stiles where paths lead to lonely houses. Renias and I know all the places very well indeed, and our driver used to say that we would stop even if he didn't put on the brakes. Sometimes, on market day, Ruth, Jemima, and Lucy were so full of people that the guard would allow third-class passengers to travel in Agnes. She didn't like that at all, and would grumble. First-class coach. Third-class people. That made me cross. I'd say, "Shut up now, shut up, or I'll bump you." That soon stopped her rudeness to my friends. Just then, some workmen came and they said, "We're going to mend you now, Edward. Come along, come along." "Goodbye, Skarloey. Thank you for telling me about your railway. It's a lovely little line, isn't it?" "Oh, yes, it is. And thank you for talking to me, Edward. You've cheered me up no end." "Goodbye. Goodbye." Skarloey watched Edward being taken back to the works. Then, shutting his eyes, he dozed in the warm afternoon sun. He smiled as he dozed, for he was dreaming, as old engines will, of happy days in the past. Sir Handel. The new engines looked very smart. One was called Sir Handel and the other Peter Sam. Sir Handel was grumbling. "What a small shed! This won't do at all. It really won't. It really won't." The fireman came and said to Sir Handel, "Now then, Sir Handel, we'll get you ready to go out." "I'm tired. I'm tired. Let Peter Sam go. He'd love it." "No, Sir Handel, it's the owner's orders. You're first." "Oh, well, I suppose I must. When his driver arrived, Sir Handel puffed away to fetch the coaches. "Really, whatever next? Those aren't coaches. They're cattle trucks." Agnes, Ruth, Lucy, Jemima, and Beatrice were horrified at Sir Handel. "Oh, what a dreadful engine! Quite ghastly!" "Absolutely beastly, my dear, absolutely beastly." "Oh, yes, dreadful, dreadful." "Please be quiet and understand this is not what I'm used to." And Sir Handel clanked off to the station. He rolled to the platform just as Gordon arrived. "Oh, hello. Who are you?" "Well, I'm Gordon. Who are you?" "Oh, I'm Sir Handel, don't you know? Oh, yes, I've heard of you. You're an express engine, I believe." "So am I. But I'm used to bogie coaches, not these cattle trucks." "Do you have bogie coaches?" "Oh, yes, I see you do. We must have a chat sometime." "Sorry, I can't stop. Must keep time, you know." And he puffed off, leaving Gordon at a loss for words. Sir Handel puffed along with the coaches. "Come along, come along, come along, come along, and the coaches grumbled along behind. "Cattle trucks, we'll pay him out, we'll pay him out, we'll pay him out, we'll pay him out." Agnes whispered to Ruth, "Hold back." Ruth whispered to Jemima, "Hold back." Jemima whispered to Lucy, "Hold back." And Lucy whispered to Beatrice, "Hold back." And then they all giggled as Sir Handel started and their couplings tightened. Sir Handel's wheels slipped on the greasy rails. "Oh, come on, 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 come on. Oh, come on, 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 come on." His wheels were spinning, the coaches pulled him back, and the train stopped on the hill beyond the station. Sir Handel grumbled like anything. "I'm used to sensible bogie coaches, not these bumpy cattle trucks. Oh, they're impossible."
The guard came up and said to the driver, "You know, I think the coaches are up to something. Let's take the train down to a level piece of line to give Sir Handel a good start, eh?" The guard helped the fireman put sand on the rails, and Sir Handel made a tremendous effort. The coaches tried hard to drag him back, but he puffed and puffed, and pulled so hard that they were soon over the top and away on their journey. The thin controller was severe with Sir Handel that night. He said, "You are a troublesome engine. You are rude, conceited, and much too big for your wheels. Next time I shall punish you severely." Sir Handel was impressed, and behaved well for several days. Then one morning he took the train to the top station. He was cross. It was Peter Sam's turn, but the thin controller had made him go instead. Sir Handel's driver said, "Well, we'll leave the coaches here, Sir Handel, and fetch some trucks from the quarry." "Trucks? Trucks? Trucks?" "Yes, Sir Handel, trucks. Trucks." "I won't. I won't. I won't. So there." And Sir Handel jerked forward, lurched, bumped, and stopped. "There you are. I told you. Didn't I?" Sir Handel had pushed the rails apart and settled down between them. His driver and fireman got out and telephoned the thin controller. He came up at once with Peter Sam and brought some workmen in a truck. Then he and the fireman took Peter Sam home with the coaches, while the driver and workmen put Sir Handel back on the rails. Sir Handel did not feel so pleased with himself when he crawled home and found the thin controller waiting for him. "You are a very naughty engine. You will stay in the shed until I can trust you to behave." Peter Sam and the Refreshment Lady. Sir Handel was shut up in his shed for being naughty, so Peter Sam had to run the line. He was excited, and the fireman found it hard to get him ready. "Oh, look here, Peter Sam, sober up, sober up." But Peter Sam was in such a state that he couldn't listen. When his driver came, Peter Sam ran along to fetch the coaches. "Come along, girls! Come along, girls!" And although he was so excited, he remembered to be careful. "That's the way, my dears. Gently does it, girls. Gently does it." Jemima, who was a little deaf, said, "What did he say? What did he say?" And the other coaches simpered, "Oh, he said, 'Come along, girls,' and he called us dears. Really, one does not know what to think. Such a handsome young engine, too, so nice and well-mannered." And they tittered happily together as they followed Peter Sam. Peter Sam fussed into the station to find Henry already there. Henry said, "Hey, this won't do, youngster. I can't be kept waiting, you know. If you're late tonight, I'll go off and leave your passengers behind." Peter Sam said, "Pooh, I don't care." But secretly, he was a little worried. But he couldn't feel worried for long. He puffed happily away, singing a little song. "I'm Peter Sam, and I'm running this line. I'm Peter Sam, and I'm running this line." The children all ran to see him puffing by. Agnes, Ruth, Jemima, Lucy, and Beatrice enjoyed themselves too.
They sang as they trundled along. He's cocky boom boom but nice Bilbo. He's cocky Bilbo but nice Bilbo. He's cocky Bilbo but nice Bilbo. He's cocky Bilbo but nice Bilbo. They were growing very fond of Peter Sam. Every afternoon they had to wait an hour at the station by the lake. The driver, fireman, and the guard usually bought something from the refreshment lady and went and sat in Beatrice. The refreshment lady always came home on this train. Time passed slowly today for Peter Sam. He was sizzling with impatience. Oh, how awful if we miss Henry's train. The last passengers arrived. The guard was ready with his flag and whistle. The refreshment lady walked across the platform. Then it happened. The guard says that Peter Sam was too impatient. Peter Sam says he was sure he heard a whistle. Anyway, he started. Shh, 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 shh. Come on quickly. Shh, 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 shh. Come on quickly. Shh, 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 shh. Come on quickly. Shh, 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 shh. The coaches called to him to stop. Stop! 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 You've left her behind! You've left her behind! You've left her behind! You've left her behind! The guard whistled and waved his red flag. The driver, looking back, saw the refreshment lady shouting and running after the train. Peter Sam had to stop. Shh, shh, shh. Oh, bother, shh, shh. Oh, bother, shh, shh. Oh, bother, shh, 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 shh. We'll miss Henry now. The refreshment lady climbed into Beatrice, and they started again. Peter Sam puffed along. Shh, 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 shh. We're sure to be late. Shh, 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 shh. We're sure to be late. Shh, 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 shh. His driver had to keep checking him. Steady, old boy, steady, old boy, steady. But at every station, Peter Sam whistled. Hurry, please, hurry, hurry. And they reached the big station just as Henry steamed in. Hurrah! We've caught Henry after all. Shh, 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 shh. What a relief. Shh, 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 shh. Henry said, Not bad, youngster, not bad. The refreshment lady shook her fist at Peter Sam. What do you mean by leaving me behind, Oh, I'm sorry, refreshment lady, but I was worried about our passengers. Henry said that if I was late, he wouldn't wait. The refreshment lady laughed. Oh, you silly little engine. Henry wouldn't dare go. He's got to wait. He's got to wait. It's a guaranteed connection. A guaranteed connection? Well, would you believe it? Where's that Henry? But Peter Sam was too late that time, for Henry had chortled away. Old Faithful. Sir Handel stayed shut up for several days. But one market day, Peter Sam could not work. He needed repairs. Sir Handel was glad to come out. He tried to be kind, but the coaches didn't trust him. They were awkward and rude. He even sang them little songs, but it was no use. It was most unfortunate, too, that Sir Handel had to check suddenly to avoid running over a sheep. The coaches screamed out, Oh, 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 oh. He bumped us, he bumped us, he bumped us. Let's pay him out, 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 let's pay him out. And they surged into Sir Handel, making him lurch off the line. Luckily, no one was hurt. Sir Handel limped to the shed, and the thin controller inspected the damage. Yeah. No more work for you today. Oh, no. Bother those coaches. We must take the village people home, and fetch the tourists, all without an engine. Oh, dear. What about me, sir? Oh, it's you. Old Scarloey. Can you do it? Well, I'll try, sir. I'll try. The coaches stood at the platform, and old Scarloey advanced on them, hissing crossly. I'm ashamed of you. Such behaviour. You might have hurt your passengers. On a market day, too. Oh, it's disgraceful.
We're sorry, Scarloey. We didn't think. It's that Sir Handel. He's such a
No tails. I won't have it. And don't you dare try your tricks on me.
Oh, no, Scarloey. Of course not, Scarloey.
Oh, no, Scarloey. No. Scarloey might be old and have dirty paint, but he was certainly an engine who would stand no nonsense. He felt happy. He remembered all the gates and stiles where he had to stop, and he whistled to his friends. The sun shone, the rails were dry. This is lovely. This is really lovely. But presently they began to climb, and he felt short of steam. Oh, my tubes! Oh, my tubes! Oh, bother! Oh, sure, my tubes! Oh, yes! His driver soothed him. Take your time, old boy, take your time. All right, I'll manage, yes, whoosh, yes, I'll manage. And pausing for breath at the stations, he gallantly struggled on. After a rest at the top station, Scarloey was ready to start. I'll be better downhill, much better, yes. The coaches ran nicely, but he soon began to feel tired again. His springs were weak, and the rail joints jarred his wheels. Then something went a front spring broke, and he stopped. Oh dear, I feel all crooked. And his driver said, Oh, that's torn it. We'll need a bus now for our passengers. Oh, no, please, I'd be ashamed to have a bus take my passengers. I'll get one more burst. Come on. The thin controller looked at his watch and paced the platform. James and his train waited impatiently too. They heard something go, and groaning, clanging and clanking, Scarloey crept into sight. He was tilted to one side and making fearful noises, but he plodded bravely on. Why, I'll do it. I'll do it. I've done it. And he sighed thankfully as the train stopped where James was waiting. James said nothing. He waited for his passengers and then respectfully puffed away. That evening, Scarloey said to the owner, You were right, sir. Old engines can't pull trains like young ones. The owner smiled. They can if they're mended, Old Faithful, and that's what will happen to you. You deserve it. Do I? Do I, sir? Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir Handel is longing for Scarloey to come back,
He thinks Skarloey is the best engine in the world. He does his fair share of work now, and the coaches never play tricks on him, because he always manages them in Skarloey's way.